Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. We have already started here. Real chance! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra-sharp.
Tries a shot! A great save, real class.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
He's tried one. It's anyone's ball. Hoists it forward. Oh, no, that's not the ball he wanted. He's got through. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Into the box. Dien. It is deadlocked. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Andre Almeida. And it's Dien. It's a loose ball. That's been won straight back. Berardi. Surely a shot. Out of play for a goal kick. Just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Berardi. Berardi. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. They're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. It's a promising ball. Big chance! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
The timing of the pass and run was exquisite.
Battles to win it back. Forward it goes. That's a decent ball. Matic. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's played forward. And it's played forward. Done very well to intervene. So who can spark this game into life? Gets wrestled off the ball.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Hoists it forward. Gets it back. Questions were asked. And they've reached half-time. So now the team has broken through. But certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery. Shot a goal! Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Keeper's got good distance on that. And the counter is on. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Decent-looking ball. That'll be a corner. Doan. Now it's Doan. He's had a go!
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Nicely measured pass. Berardi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well read, he sorted that out. Berardi. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough. Has a goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Good save, he got a decent fist on that. And it's Matic. Looks to clip it forward. That is very well defended. Sassuolo being made to look sloppy in possession here. Goes for goal! In it goes!
Listen, I've experienced that both for and against, and you won't have to guess which one I preferred.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Sassuolo break the deadlock.
Well, we certainly had to wait for it, Peter. Now a difficult decision. Is it stick or twist?
Finds himself eased off the ball. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's found his man. And the finish! Oh, and that should have been two.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
That's the through ball. Cut out in the nick of time.
Sassuolo are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
5 minutes left on the clock.
Sassuolo certainly don't need to overcommit now. Their priority lies further back.
That intervention was very necessary.
Sassuolo can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Berardi has created one goal already. He's made sure that that won't get through. So that's it. It is all over. One goal settled it. A tense and exciting game that just got away.
Well, there's no shortage of that.
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. And already we're underway here.
Up for the header! Oh, that's a fine save! Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Cut out in the nick of time. Forward it goes. Pablo Hernandez. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
He's got through. Has a hit! Tries to get it forward quickly. Good ball, it's found its target.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Pablo Hernandez tried to play it through.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
And it's Hamšík. He's got it, and he's got time. Now the counter. Good ball. He's left his man. Striding forward, facing goal. Shot a goal! And he's done it! There is the breakthrough. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Mallorca take the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
And the weighted pass. Mallorca have a free kick. Looking to dink it in. Great reaction. Oh, what a wonderful stop.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Bruno Perez drives it forward. Yokushlu. That's a decent ball. There really wasn't very much in that. Not far away from being a telling final ball.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
It's come loose. Tokush. Hamšík. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Hamshik. Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Could move up a gear here. And there's a long ball. Keeper's got good distance on that. Hit long and direct. The first half is done. So there you have it, a close sport half of football. It still had its moments, and ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now. This is gone, that's a foul. Tokuj. A buccaneering run from the defender. Great leap! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. Just so calm under pressure.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked a scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Trabzonspor grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, get your seatbelts on because this is showing all the signs of another roller coaster ride.
It's a brilliant interception. Quick ball forward. Hamshik. Bruno Perez. Tokuj. Yokushlu. Bruno Perez. Chance! He's had a shot! They've scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way. Mallorca showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Oh, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Mallorca can make their change now with a break in play. Hoists it forward. He's played him through. Shot a goal! Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
Look, this is alarming because of the ease in which they're getting in behind.
And it's played forward. Bruno Perez goes looking. Well weighted. Got a size. Real chance! Trying to get there. Plenty waiting in the middle. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Yokushlu stands over the ball. He'll be looking to dink one in. Tries to get it forward quickly. Pablo Hernandez. He's got away. And it'll be a corner. Pablo Hernandez with the short one. And the finish! It's broken loose. Pablo Hernandez tries to stroke it through. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Tokuj. 75 minutes played. Pumps it in, up to meet it! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe.
Done very well to intervene. Pablo Hernandez. He's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Tokuj. Hamšík. Tokuj. Played back in.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Hamšík drives it forward.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Larin shoots!
Well, it remains to be seen whether they can come up with that little bit of class to rest.
That's clear cut, that's a free kick. Yokushlu. Hamšík. Now surely! Hoists it forward. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. He's through the middle. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And that's that. Mallorca have some soul-searching to do here. Having been in apparent control, they have allowed it to slip away. So what do you take away from it all? Well, a very warm welcome to you on this most pleasantly clear evening. Conditions absolutely beautiful, perfect for the beautiful game. Temperatures are kind as well, no doubt playing a hand in high attendance levels as well as an elevated level of anticipation here. Surely this is the hot ticket going around in this neck of the woods. It surely must be. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I think it's got to be Alexis Sanchez, a sensation when he's in full flow. Although he's played as a central striker, I prefer him operating out wide, where he enjoys more space, and that enables him to generate greater momentum for a one-on-one.
Going for goal! A real chance and a real let-off.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
In with the challenge. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Now the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Out to the right. Diving header! It's anyone's ball. Well read, he's sorted. Big chance! Forward it goes.
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Oliver Torres. Alexis Sanchez. Alexis Sanchez. Oliver Torres. Oliver Torres, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Gets it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Goes for a sweeping cross. Defending of the desperate variety. Alexis Sanchez. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Just brushed off the ball there. Sanchez is fouled. Loses his balance and loses the ball. Goodell gets into the right position to intercept. Ball's loose, who's getting there? Raspilicueta. And it's played forward. Foot in. Oliver Torres. Doan. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. And he's there to cut it out.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Plays it out to the wing. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Let down by a lack of accuracy. Going through. That was good pressing. Forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Hoists it forward. And the first 45 minutes are up. So neither team has broken through. But certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Sevilla head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. Here we go again then. 0-0 then, and we're back underway. Now surely! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Marcao Teixeira plays it forward, right through the middle, cuts it out. He spotted the run and played him through. Oh, real danger, real chance! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Battles to win it back. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mainz can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Has a hit! He scored! Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
I'll tell you, Peter, more went into that than you think. He had to anticipate the cross, get in the right position, and then time the volley.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
And it's Oliver Torres. Cattell. It's a loose ball.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Cattell with the clearance. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
Pumps it into the area.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Spot on, Peter.
He's gone for it! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Azpilicueta can get it clear. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Yet another dead ball chance. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Mainz are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Azpilicueta. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. That's clear cut, it's a free kick. That's a foul, free kick's been given. Looks to clip it forward. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. It's well blocked, and back out it comes.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Defence has got rid of that. Mainz to make whistle's gone, that's foul. Room for a shot. Has a hit! Sevilla just have to run down the clock. Into the channel. That looks a good ball. Mainz could have here their final chance. Desperate defending required here. They've played it short. Crosses into the box. Goodell tries lifting it over. And that's it. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end, it all came down to just the odd goal.
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. There are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. And already we're underway here. Andres Pereira. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. He's left his man. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. And he's there to cut it out. And shoots! It's in! Getafe have an early lead. Good start. Has a pop! A real chance and a real let-off. Getafe are already ahead, the perfect start.
Well, they've managed to get their noses in front early because they've been much quicker out of the stalls. They've set a high tempo and intensity and look as though they want it much more at the moment.
Back into the middle. Lobs it in gently. And he's there to clear it. Oh, he's been flattened there. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see.
Well, the further he went, the more attention he attracted. There was just way too much pressure for him to get the shot away.
Shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Rocco. Played in deep. Gets up to head it! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Is there any support? He might not need it. He's gone for it! Oh, taken with style! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they're back on level terms, so the guessing game goes on. As to what will happen from here, I've no idea.
And the finish! This could fall anywhere! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Massive leap! He scores! And the comeback is complete! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
And here's Munir. And they've been caught out here. Getafe are trailing here with the first... He's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
Rocco. Could be a chance here. Plays it out to the wing. He's still going. Where to next? Lovely bit of skill there. So who's he picking out? Out for a throw. Now, can he capitalise? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Hit into the middle. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And this could be the final action of the first half. Towering header! And we hit half-time. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
So we're already into the second period.
The Tafik need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
That intervention was very necessary. That's a good, real chance! It's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Listen, it's up, going for goal!
He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Shapes to shoot!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way.
Can he dig out? He's had a shot! And more, and more, and more! And surely that settles it! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and the damage was all done.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been
Chance! Keeper's got his work done.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Great leap! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
The defence did very well to be able to close him down in numbers like that. They basically suffocated his hopes.
Oh, that is lovely footwork. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Well played, he saw that coming. And it's played forward. That always looked inevitable. The defence dealt with that really well. He's through. It's got through to him. Chance! Oh, has a hit! No mistake! It is no contest! It is a landslide! And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Things looking so easy. Oh, has a pop! Not out the best in the keeper. Rocco hoists it forward. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Andreas Pereira. Marcos Rocha. And that's a throw-in. shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Forward it goes. He's there to receive. Tries a shot! He scored! He was really quick to react to the initial save, and he has his reward.
That's just top-notch. Showed exactly why he follows it up every time. Keeper struggles to hold on to it. Ball breaks kindly. He's always about.
Well, it's an inspired substitute. Up he gets! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looks the harder thing to do.
Cuts it out. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Gets away from his opponents. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Gomez. Quick cut, shot at goal! It's anyone's ball. Oh, real danger here. And there goes the final whistle. Getafe have some soul-searching to do here. Having been in apparent control, they have allowed it to slip away. Would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the game plan...
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make it. Ibai Gomez was fouled. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
And it's played forward. He's making good use of his strength there, just refuses to be out-muscled. Well, they can break here, and the weighted pass. All the way back, and they start again.
Leipzig have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
It's come loose. Forward it goes. Tries to get it forward quickly. He gets past his man. Chance! Oh, the ball's come loose. Hoists it forward. And it's Gomez. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. Well positioned to make that interception. There's a long ball. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Tries to get it forward quickly. Werner. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Bilbao really could have done without this. This to go one up. Off the post! Oh, he's missed it.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Werner! It's Werner! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. A buccaneering run from the defender. That intervention was very necessary. And it's played forward. He spotted the run and played him through. Cut out in the nick of time. That was one quality pass away from being a very decent chance. Looked very promising. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Werner. Shoots! It's there! There is the breakthrough! He was so alert to the possibilities there. Great stuff.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Leipzig break the deadlock.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Ibai Gomez. And here's the chance to counter. Has a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
The Marcos goes looking. Gomez, and they win it back again. And we hit half-time. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, it hasn't exactly gone to plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Well played, he saw that coming. Defending was strong and firm. Werner. Has a hit! It's there! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
Leipzig get themselves a two-goal cushion.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Gets the better of his man. Great challenge, time to perfection. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
He's left his man. Shot at goal! They are rampant! And the lead is extended still further. Finishing doesn't come simpler than that. Bang in front of goal.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
3 without reply. This is becoming a stroll.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Werner hoists it high. He's through the... And the shot! Keeper's got his work done. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. It's going to be a double change then. And he's there to clear it. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore it.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Swung over.
Up for the header! They've scored! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Well, look, it's often the timing of the jump that dictates what you can do with any header, and if you get it slightly wrong, then you'll struggle, but that was beautifully met, it really was.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's how you make an impact as a sub. You know, when most are tiring, you can impose a freshness and energy to best effect. What an introduction.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition looked completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Room for it.
Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there!
And still they continue with the onslaught.
Yeah, and by the looks of it,
Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of...
Shot a goal!
Just off target.
good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
And they've been caught out here. He's away. He's through. It's one-on-one. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that.
Has a hit! Goal!
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
So, a breakthrough already. Enrique gets it back.
Crystal Palace have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Looks to dink one in. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Hoists it forward. Cuts it out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
He's gone for it! He's scored! And already they're looking to run away with it.
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning breakaway.
Crystal Palace grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
He's got the ball glued to his feet.
Hits one! Yes, it's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again!
Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
That's a decent ball. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Forward it goes. And it's played forward.
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And the shot! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. The ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Lindelof. Lerma.
He's through the middle. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's a real shame, Peter, because it was beautifully worked. Took the defence out of the picture, but he'll be in no hurry to watch the replay.
This possibly the last play of the half. Danger averted for now. And it's half-time here. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. So there was the first half.
We've seen some really terrific football in that half with the flow of goals. And of course there are mistakes, but I'm not in a mood to moan.
Quite a half, more of the same please. Has a goal!
I really don't think you could expect anything better from the goalkeeper then. We're near heroic territory.
Up to meet it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
That's been levered clear. Enrique drives it forward. Going through.
Now the cross. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Tries to get it forward quickly.
Lerma. It's a loose ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. Lerma. Dinks one in. Hoists it forward. Defenders on the back foot.
Has a hit! He has done it! And they're back in front!
Crystal Palace are looking strong on the break. Winning the ball in midfield is one thing, but it's their clever use of counter-attacking. That's the real highlight.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Deftly done. He's made sure that that won't get through. Chance to break.
Now shot, tries a shot!
Enrique versus the keeper, and only one winner.
Yeah, that's brilliant from him. Such a calm finish. Just pick your spot, don't think about what the keeper's going to do, concentrate on what you have to do.
This has massive leap! They've scored! And they get themselves in front!
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And he's straight offside. It's come loose.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Just needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Finds himself eased off the ball. Half an hour gone in the second half. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Looking to dink it in. We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. He's in space and looking for options. Big chance, corner. Great leap! Clears it out of harm's way.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Oh, that's neat. Now can he finish?
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Sancho. And here's Barkley. That's a foul. It could be a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. Dispatched with certainty.
Oh, you could always see he was confident about that. He always looked like he was going to score.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
All square again into the dying minutes. For a throw. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Sancho. Decent progress down the left. He's left his man. It's always going to be the keepers. And that will be the final act. What a game, wonderful stuff, and the right result. Neither side really deserved to lose. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. Unmistakably, this is the Camp Nou, staging a game in the way only the Camp Nou can. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties.
Big chance!
What a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
I just thought he knew exactly what he was doing by feigning to move one way and then readjusting back. Controlled trickery.
So, a breakthrough already. Out to the left it goes. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery.
He's had a shot! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Up for a header! He's missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Gross. Chance! Great challenge, time to perfection. Welbeck. Now it's Welbeck. Just brushed off the ball there. Brighton are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Brought forward, what does he try from here?
Well, I don't think it was the wisest option, Peter, once he got into that position. It's not as if he didn't have people nearby.
And here's Welbeck. Veltman drives it forward. Oh, good take in a good area. There has been just the early goal here, and it's 1-0.
He's had a goal!
Hoists it forward. He's got away.
Has a hit!
Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, the run was really impressive. The finish was depressive, and expectations were not met.
And that's been levered clear. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected... Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's been taken straight back. Chelsea get it back again. Brighton are leading with half-time drawing close. Pedro Neto. Here comes the corner. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Promising cross. Not offside that time. And it's played forward. The ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Cuts it out. Oh, great ball! Tries to get it forward quickly. That'll be the last act of the first half. There we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
Brighton, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Brighton going well here, and they're in
with a header! Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's there to hoof it away. Battles to win it back. Over to the left. Pedro Neto. Knocks it away. He's gone for it! He's scored! The second half off to a spectacular start! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, anything that finds its way into the net via the framework of the goal is most difficult for a keeper to reach. He was never going to get it.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, look, Peter, I was up.
And the shot! Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
I really don't think he could expect anything better from the goalkeeper then. We're near heroic territory.
And here's Welbeck. Forward it goes. Pedro Neto. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Chip through. Going through. Tries a shot! And they're back in front. Jim, your thoughts?
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Brighton go into the lead.
Chelsea showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do. just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
And he just whacks it away. Turns and goes back. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And that's been won straight back. Well back. And the shot! And that would have won it.
He got too ahead of himself there, thinking how he could have made things safe. Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
He's made sure that that won't get through. Tries to get it forward quickly. He's got through. Goes for goal! Steps away! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Deflection may or may not have made a difference. Little matter, it is his. He's made it 3. Quite a day at the office for him.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Brighton and 2 up, going for goal! Goal! And what a climax we have here! There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Chelsea give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish. It's a brilliant interception. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Almost there, and the players can feel it. He's found his man. Oh, sweet feet. And that is that. Brighton winners by the odd goal. It really could have gone either way, but a win is a win. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Right.
Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car
Shot a goal! And he's done it! The ideal start!
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Weston, that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Cuts it out. He's in! Pedro Neto. And that'll go straight through to the keeper. Chelsea making the ideal...
Big chance! Oh, great save, real class.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Pablo Hernandez. Oh, he's found him in space. It's a great ball. Chance! It's anyone's ball. Goes long. Wan-Bissaka positions himself well and cuts it out. Pedro Neto. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to...
Has a hit! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Has a hit! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
West Ham have it back and they can go again. He's had that put on a plate. Chelsea scored early, of course, and it's 1-0. Pedro Neto. And it's played forward. To locate someone up front. Ball needed to be better there. It's a wasted chance. Wan-Bissaka. Just brushed off the ball there. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto not easily shrugged off the ball. Hoists it forward. Chance to shoot.
And the finish! No mistake!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
West Ham grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Whipped in. Pablo Hernandez. Has he picked him out? And he's cut it out. Forward it goes. Needed a better pass there. Q.Tan. He's gone for it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, that was high-class goal-kicking there to back up his high-class wage.
And it's hoisted clear. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So there was the first half.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And the game has already resumed here. No reported change to either side during the break. Out to the right. Cut out in the nick of time. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker should be the first line of that defence, and he's delivering.
Looks to clip it forward. Get it forward quickly. Plays it back. Chooses to go back. He'll have a go. Just wouldn't stay down for him.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
It's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? That's a good ball to find him. It's gone for a throw-in.
West Ham have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Played in deep. Battles to win it back. Out to the left it goes. Good challenge, he just stood firm. And here's the chance to counter. And the through ball is intercepted. Pablo Hernandez. Q.Tan. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Oh, they could break here. out to the flank. He has it out wide now. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Just about up to 75 minutes. It'll be a throw-in. Wan-Bissaka. Promising cross.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Pedro Neto. What a ball this has turned out to be. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Chelsea with a set-piece chance. So does he go for it? It's not a kind angle.
Great strike, but the keeper's equal to it.
It's a brilliant interception.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Forward it goes. Wan-Bissaka. Well read, he sorted that out. He could be in here.
Hits one!
Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
And the weighted pass.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Pedro Neto. And that's it. A very good game of football. No winner, but both sets of fans have got their money's worth. Fine entertainment. And ends all square. Good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every
Shot at goal! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Big chance! That's a half-decent try.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work out.
and it's played forward. Samwell. Nkunku. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Questions were asked, and he's given the answers. Modric. West Ham, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Looking to break out here. The referee's awarded a free kick. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he's just entered the last chance saloon. One wrong move now, and he's in trouble.
It has got through to him. And he's going to be pulled back for that one.
He's gone for it! Just off target.
Well, the look on his face says it all.
Nkunku. And he's surging through.
Shoots! It's there!
And that really is so impressive.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Milan draw first blood here.
Well, just listen to the reaction. I think you can hear the approval from the support all around the stadium.
Dashing forward at pace. Cut out in the nick of time. Modric. And that's been won straight back. Throw it. Modric. And he's on his way! It is quite a run he's making here. Adama Trail hits one! Hits it!
Oh, the invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
And now the breakaway. And the through ball is intercepted. It's a fabulous position. And that's sprayed out wide. Samuel. A heavy challenge. Milan have a free kick. Modric.
And the shot! He scored! And again they hit the front.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
Milan go into the lead.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
Oh, good interception. Forward it goes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a really good half of football, 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've...
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And they've been caught out here.
Adama Traore!
He's done very well to get to that.
Well, as test goalkeeper, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
Samuel. Tries to get it forward quickly. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. Tries to get some whip on it.
Goes for goal! Really well taken goal. 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the passer to pick him out.
Milan go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now surely.
Hoists it forward. Battles to win it back. And it's Adama Traore.
Adama Traore!
Oh, shame, that was nicely worked.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. West Ham can make their change now with a break in play. Well, the referee's seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now. Got a sight of goal here. A really good feat from him. He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Modric. Samuel. Forward it goes. Not much. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Modric, over to the left. Who's ball? Who's going to get there? Chance! They are rampant! And surely that settles it. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
Milan grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Modric. Modric plays it out to the wing. That is clearly overhit. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And he has been fouled there. Pulisic. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. And here's Wilson. Florenzi. Just 5 minutes left. This could spell danger. He's away. This is gone, that's a foul. Milan presented with the perfect chance here to open up their lead. He's gone direct. And it's Florenzi. It's found its way to him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Pulisic cuts it out. 4 added minutes on the board. And here's Wilson. Great challenge, time to perfection. Loftus-Cheek plays it forward. He came in hard, very hard. Played out to the right. And the referee brings it to a close. West Ham thoroughly outclassed here. They came up against opponents who were better in all areas. No argument. Your reflections, don't you? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence. Oh, shooting chance! An early chance there, first of the game.
Good play all round. He was well hustled and still got a shot away.
Barnes. Tries to stroke it through. That's a decent ball. It's a brilliant interception. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Has gone out. Turns and goes back. Real chance! And that's caused a worry or two.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Morata, and he's cut it out. And he's there to clear it. Oh, good interception. Doan. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Barnes. Oh, what a ball! And it's Morata. Morata takes control of it and he's on the move. Chooses to go back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Morata. Goalkeeper's ball. Could move up a gear here. He's got options out wide. Can he find a finish now? And he's there to cut it out. Hoists it forward. A heavy challenge. No complaints about that challenge. Robust but fair. Done very well to intervene. A real chance to break. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. And the counter is on. Heading towards half-time, and it is still scoreless. Morata. He's through the middle. Has a hit!
Well, that is rather wayward. Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Barnes. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Cuts it out. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So both sides have drawn blanks. Have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Some first half thoughts?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
Newcastle clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Newcastle have it back and they can go...
Goes for goal!
That's offside, yes it is. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Dashing forward at pace. Oh, well defended, that had to be done.
Newcastle clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Now the counter. Loses his balance and loses the ball. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. And here's Morata.
Shot at goal!
Barnes finds himself eased off the ball. Barnes gets it back. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. He's made sure that that won't get through. It's been intercepted, and that will come to nothing. Barnes conceives a free kick for that. Plays it out to the wing. Whipped in. Whistle's gone, that's foul. For a throw. And that's sprayed out wide. In comes the delivery. And he heaves it forward.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
It's being played forward. been taken straight back.
Newcastle showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
Questions were asked, but he's given the answers.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Oh, some tackle that. Defender's on the back foot. Barnes. In with the challenge. He's caught him there, it's a free kick. Newcastle can make their change now with a break in play. 2 changes being made right now. He's found his man, and the finish! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And that has been cleared. And that will be the final act. A frustrating game for attackers on either side. They hardly had a sniff. Defence is broadly in charge, and it has finished goalless. And after all of that... Well, good evening to you, and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid, and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle.
The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's...
Tries a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, you've got to say the odds on him missing from there were very slim.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lukaku. De Bruyne.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the up...
And the shot! And somehow it stayed out.
McTominay. And here's Lukaku. Lukaku plays it out to the flank. Hughes. He's there to receive.
Going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Great leap! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
All he'd be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
It's a loose ball. Looks to clip it forward.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That could...
Has a goal!
Forward it goes. Sambo Anguissa. Sambo Anguissa gets it back.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
He gets past his man. Aimed in towards the centre. Hoists it forward. And it's played forward. Referee's given a throw. De Bruyne. There's the through ball. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now. And it's Lukaku, out to the right. That'll be a throw. Tries to get it forward quickly. Ball through needs to be good here. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. De Bruyne. And here's Lukaku. Shapes to shoot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now.
Big chance! Gioi, the outcome could so easily have been different. And this could be the final action of the first half. Towering header! And that'll be the last act of the first half. The opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
We're promptly into the second 45 minutes.
Look, before they might get too carried away with...
Hits one! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Has a hit! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
Crystal Palace give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Now the cross. Hoists it forward. Going through. He's gone for it. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. And he's there to cut it out. Danger averted for now. A heavy challenge. De Bruyne. Now they can break here. That's a decent ball. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's played forward. Hughes. De Bruyne. Sambo Anguissa. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Decent hit from there. Well played, he saw that coming. Forward it goes. Lerma. Played out to the right. Here's the delivery. That intervention was very necessary. Spinazzola. Mario Rui. Lukaku. Spinazzola. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Lukaku. De Bruyne. Lukaku. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And this is the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between the sides. This certainly looks appetising, well within shoot. De Bruyne! Oh, smart save, he had plenty to do.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
No, that's not the ball he wanted. And it's Lukaku. De Bruyne. De Bruyne has been caught there, it's a foul.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Lukaku gets it out to the wing. Lerma plays it forward. De Bruyne tries to get it forward quickly. And here's Lukaku. Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Brought forward, how does he try from here? Out to the right. He came in hard, very hard. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, smart save. That's put paid to a promising move. He's got through. And now the breakaway. And the finish! He scores! For one more twist. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and that's it. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Crystal Palace didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.